Hi, everybody. It's Friday night. Welcome to the Cool Crone. And I have a bunch of fabulous psychics with me who are going to be reading for you tonight. We're going to be doing personal readings all about heart. So that's the hashtag. If you want to get picked for a reading, please put hashtag heart in the comments. And when you get picked, then go in and tell us what your question is, or just if you want a general reading, whatever. That lets us know you're here because we want to do readings for people who are actually here. And if you're not here, you may get the gong. So I'm warning you up
Yeah.
front. I'm warning you up front. You're all adults. You can handle it. But
Yes.
I'd like you to be here when you get your reading. So we're going to go around the room and let everybody say hello. And I would just want to say to all the chatters who are already here, thank you so much for being here and being early. I just love you all, and I'm so glad to be here and doing these readings for you. And Marina is my admin tonight, and she's helping out. And I'm so, oh, I know what I was going to ask you to do, Marina. When you do start seeing the questions, if you could star those so it's easier for us to find them.
Absolutely.
And how are you? And thank you for being here.
You're more than welcome. I love doing this show. I'm actually pretty darn good. It's today has been a busy day, and it's going to continue to be busy, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind it one little bit. So I will be on at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time this evening. Allie is going to join me on my channel for Story in the Cards. So looking forward to that. And just finished a show with Linda G and had enough time to make it here so that I wasn't late. So thank you everyone for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to everyone's channels. It
Mm-hmm.
really makes a difference.
Mm-hmm. It does. It makes a difference. It
So
really
there.
does.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks, Marina. And
Oh,
we have a special guest. We have Sun Psychic Jean, who is filling in for Gerald and Val tonight. So she is really working hard, folks. So give her a
yes.
lot of love, okay? So hi, Jean. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Colleen, and hello, everybody. Thank you so much for inviting me, Colleen. This is one of my favorite shows. It is so
Oh,
fast paced, and all the readings are so spot on. I just love it. It's really fun, and everybody really enjoys it in the chat. So I've been talking up and telling everybody about you. Got to go over there and check that out. They do such a great job. So
oh,
thank you. It's really nice to join you, ladies. What I have coming up is tomorrow. We have send us your picture, and we will do a mediumship reading from the picture. And that is tomorrow at 2 Eastern and 11 a.m. Pacific. And it's so much fun. We did it once before, I think it was last week. And we there was just so I thought I'd had to pull teeth to get people to share a picture. No, they're all like bombarding me. I have a picture, I have a picture. So you email me your picture, and then it's really the readings are just a little different. I got somebody that was eating like pork chops or something. I'm like, what is she making? I'm like, it's your grandmother. Was she's making some pork dinner? And they said yes, she was German, and that's all she made was pork. It was so fun. It was really different.
oh,
So we're
wow.
doing that again tomorrow, and yeah, so that's going to be fun.
Well, that does sound fun. That sounds really, really cool. And people love to connect with their ancestors, and they you very often connect with food. They very, very often they're like, "Oh yeah, those are the cookies my grandma used to make," or whatever. Well, that's cool. Well, I'm so glad you're here too, Jean. I can't wait for getting into the readings. And my sister Cleo, how are you? We haven't spoken a little while, so nice to see you.
Nice to see you too and everybody else here tonight.
Mhm.
Um, as far as what I'm doing, I haven't really filled out my March schedule. So I think what I'm doing is, well, I know that on Monday I've got to have the furnace guys back out. I've been dealing with them for a couple weeks now. We had a problem with the heat pump,
Oh, geez.
and they just can't seem to get it right. Doesn't surprise me. This is just the way the way it goes. But we got auxiliary heat, so we've got gas heat as well. So we're not freezing or anything. So anyway, they're coming out on Monday. On Thursday, I think it's kitchen table issues with Marina, and then Friday, I
Yes,
think it's I think it's polyterology on Friday.
Yep, that's
So
right.
that's
Yes.
that's what I got. That's what I got going.
Yep.
That's
And
it.
yeah,
Eh,
next Friday is polyterology. We're kicking off the month on Friday the 6th. And the day before, I'll be doing personal readings on Thursday night. But tomorrow night, we are trying once more to have the other side of the coin show on my channel. This has been a journey trying to get this to come on. There's just been 101 things that have caused us not to be able to have this show. But we're supposed to be talking about voodoo, or what is voodoo. And so that's going to be me, Gerald, Mel, and Sherry from Voices from the Swamp. So it's, if we can
You're
get it,
still wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're still trying to do the voodoo show? Isn't this
yeah,
like about the third or fourth time we've heard about
uh,
this show?
it's number 5.
5.
Oh
Oh
my
my.
gosh.
Number
Okay,
5.
so things start happening and it just doesn't materialize. Is that
I'm hoping that with Mercury retrograde, because we were supposed to have it so many other times, I'm hoping that now it'll just go boom, and all the stars will align and we'll just go right into the show. That's what I'm hoping.
Perfect.
Of course, I'm an
Perfect.
optimist.
well,
So
maybe it's because you did it on voodoo. I mean, maybe the voodoo is just kind of working against you on this.
well, don't tell Sherry that. It was her topic. So that's what she wants
well,
to do, and that's what we're trying to do.
well, and she's down there in the swamp country, which
Yes,
maybe she's got the voodoo all around her.
Yeah, she does. She really does.
absolutely.
Well, let's see. Marina, do you think we have enough little hashtag hearts in the chat to even get a little spin
Uh,
going here?
well, you know what? I think we've got 9, so we certainly have
Ah,
enough to do at least one round.
okay, so what we're going to do,
Yes,
folks, is we're going to spin 4 times. Each of us will grab a name. We'll go around the merry-go-round, and we'll each do a reading. So have at it,
absolutely.
Marina.
Yep. So don't forget, if you're a winner, type your question in all caps as soon as you can, and we'll take it from there. So ready
Mm-hmm.
and
Dun, 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 dun,
yes.
dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
first one.
dun.
Oh,
Goody
who
cat mom.
and who do we want to start with?
Should we be very cruel and start with Jean?
Okay, Jean,
Jean
you
has to
get
go
Goody.
first. Jean has to go first. Okay.
Goody.
That's great. Okay, so Goody Cat Mom will be Jean.
Excellent. And then and Teal Turtle will be Cleo.
Okay. I forgot to do music
Done.
on that one.
Got to, oh, well.
Dun, 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 dun. There we go. David.
David will be for Colleen.
Okay.
David, yes.
And coming up for
And
Marina. Abiendo.
excellent.
Okay, guys. We're ready to go. Now, do we have
Fabulous.
them in the chat? Okay. Do we have them in the chat?
Hey.
Let's see.
So let me take a look. Don Turner, who is
Do we
in
got
there?
some questions here? Where are they?
Yeah. Okay, so we need Goody Cat Mom, gotcha. Okay. And David, yes, got ya. So we need Abby Yandel and Teal Turtle. Teal Turtle, gotcha. Thank you. And Abby Yandel. Abby going once,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah, don't make her bring the gong
Don't
out
make me do
first
it, Abby.
time out.
Don't make me do it.
There. Oh,
There she
okay, Abby.
All right.
Got it.
Woo! By the skin of her
Got
teeth.
it. Whew.
Woo.
You
Okay.
have no idea how close you came.
Very
Okay.
close.
So,
So close.
all right. So, Goody, here we go. Goody says, "This is strange, but I have appliances that just die in my house all the time. Is it spiritual or just because it's an old house?" It's weird.
I am getting that it is electrical, that something is not grounded. I got abuse and neglect, and I think it's behind the walls. And something is either overpowering, over draining, over stimulating, but it's behind the walls. It's not seen, and it's from abuse or neglect of, and it could even be in the electrical box itself. But let me just see with my pendulum. Is it in the
Yeah,
box? Is it in is the issue in
thank
the
you.
electrical box? Like the ampage. Something. All right. Is the issue behind the walls with the setup? See, it went right to no with behind the walls. Is the issue with the electrical system? Yeah. There's something about the ampage. Something about the box and I don't know if it's on two breakers or if it needs to be on two breakers and your box. I know nothing about electricity, but I know that you have to have enough ampage in order to run all of your appliances. So that's what I'm getting. Isn't that strange? Yep, I got. That's what I got.
I just want to add on. I see an electrician coming to your house in the near future. You need to do that. You need to do that.
You know, Gene, I felt the same as soon as you started talking about it. I thought, yeah, in the wiring or the fuse box, and I don't think it's like a danger thing right now. I don't think it's going to start a fire or anything, but it's just I don't know, something like maybe the appliances are getting too much or kind of a burst of electricity or something or not enough. I don't know.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, it feels like I think you're right about the fuse box that they need to get that checked out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, there you go, Goody Cat Mom. I hope that's helpful. Okay, and then up for
Okay.
Cleo, we've got Teal Solutions. "Is there a message from my ex-husband and son's father, Albert, who passed recently?"
Well, first of all, Albert doesn't think I can connect with him, but I can. Just hold on here a minute. He's not so sure if he's buying into this. Albert, just go, feel free just to ramble on because I'll pick up some of it. He says, "Oh my God, are you kidding me?" No, I'm not. Well, I don't know. It sounds like him. Okay. Um, I tell you what, he's doing just fine on the other side. It was um, I don't know if it was surprising or a relief to be moving on, but he says he's really uh, I'm trying to come up with the right words. He just can't believe what it's like on the other side. It's just such an amazing thing. But on the other hand, he still feels, I guess it hasn't been that long, but because he's still feeling a connection with you and that, of course, he wishes that you guys could have been together more, but he wants you to know that he is doing just fine and he is around you. So, and this is what I get a lot of times from people that have passed. So that if you feel like, things are coming up that he's in your presence, he is. When you feel that, he is. and also that it's just okay to go around the house or wherever and talk to him if you feel like it. Um, Man, because he's listening, he's there. He's gone through this transition much better than he ever expected because he said it's a wild experience. Is that what he's saying? Yes, yes, it's a wild experience, wild experience, and it's really a beautiful thing. But as far as people still on Earth that want to talk, especially Teal Turtle Studios, I don't think that is that your name or the studio name, but anyway, whoever he can hear you is what I'm trying to get to. He can hear you, and he feels you, and he is always sending love in your direction. So he's fine. He's fine, and he's hoping that Okay, good, good, good. Because that's why he kept saying, "Yeah, I could hear her. And I could feel you." She said, "Yeah, I can feel you." So yeah, it's he's doing fine, and he's watching over you, and he hears you, and now that he's talking, now he's starting to talk too fast. I can't keep up. But he did not think that I'd be able to really connect with him, and I did. So I don't know. I hope that means something or helps in some way, and that's what I've got.
That's
Fabulous.
great.
Fabulous. Thank you, Teal. Thank you, Michelle. Okay. And
Okay,
then
for David,
Holly. Yeah.
for Buddy. So Buddy has a little message, and then he also tacked on something for the cards that I pulled. But Buddy's message says, "Wow, dude, it's been a long time. I love you, and I'm so touched you're thinking of me. I'm around you whenever you think of me. I'm so happy for you. You are so blessed. Be happy, be at peace, count your blessings." And then what I got was just this big surge of energy, big rainbow energy, and expansive love energy all around you, David, and coming from within you. So I think you've gone through some sort of um, what's the word? Some sort of like activation recently that is just like expanding your consciousness. And that's maybe why you're thinking about Buddy. Now, for the cards, I pulled cards too, and they start out really good. You get the Sun and the Six of Wands. So you're very conscious of this expansive, beautiful energy that you've got. And you want to share that with people because you feel that others have shared it with you, and that's how you got to this place. um, and that's good. That's a really good impulse to have and to act on. Your 2026, you're going to have some other lessons come through that may seem like they're harsh, hard, difficult. I can't handle it. It's too much. It's not too much. It's part of where you need to go, and part of why you were expanded and activated the way you are now is so that you would be able to see these lessons in a different light. Mere mortals will look at things and go, "Oh, poor David. God, I feel so bad for him." You may look at it and be like, "Oh, yeah, this is the next level path that I'm going on. This is where I need to be." So that's the point, too, where you'll want to reach out to Buddy and get kind of some comfort, kind of maybe some messages or words of wisdom from him, because you're going to be going through some really big stuff in 2026. You can definitely handle it, but that's why all that expansion and all that love and all that beautiful rainbow energy is coming in for you, is so that you're filled with that, so you can address and handle the things that are coming in for you. So big stuff. Buddy was exactly the right person to connect to for this, David, and have a great year. Okay, that's what I got.
Wonderful. Wow. David, I hope that was helpful.
Oh, yes. I hope that was helpful. I'm sorry. Thank you.
That's it's okay. And Abby says, is my car going to need more expensive work?
Mm.
And the answer is for you, yes and no. Okay. I got change in perspective, and that is it is going to require more work. You are going to need to incur some extra expense. Okay. And I think that is going to you're going to start to make decisions in terms of how it is that you want to um, spend your money. Do you want to spend money on putting it into this vehicle, which quite frankly you're not really overly happy with? Like, it kind of it feels like one thing goes and you just get that taken care of, and then something else goes, and then you get that taken care of, and on and on and on. So it doesn't feel like this is the car of your dreams, something that you want to invest in. So I think that what you're trying to do is decide, are you better off putting money into maintaining this vehicle, or can you use the money that you would to maintain this vehicle to get something better? And I think that as you're thinking about that, I also got high vibes and happiness. I think that you're getting to the point that you're going to make a decision in terms of what you're going to do with it, and you're getting to the point that you're deciding, okay, when do I say enough? When do I say, it's costing me more to maintain this than it is if I put the money towards a newer vehicle? Okay. And I got abundance and prosperity. And I noticed, yeah, you said, yeah, you inherited the vehicle. Oh, so it was given to you with all good intention, but at the same time, they didn't want this to be a burden. Okay. So think about how you want to go forward, and whether or not you want to keep spending money on it. And if you decide not to, just, you have good memories of the vehicle, and it was a very good intention. You just need to kind of, let go of the sentimental value of it. Yeah. Another vehicle is on the horizon. Not sure how far. Yeah. Absolutely. You'll get there. You'll get there. Thank you. I hope I hope it helped. Okay.
Great. Thanks, Marina.
Great.
That was a great.
Yeah.
Those were all great readings. Thank you, all readers. Those were
Yes.
just amazing readings. And so we'll go into another picker.
Yes, we'll do 4 more. So remember, if you're a winner, post your question in right away. Do it in all caps. That way it gets our attention. And Anna Greenwich is going to be for Jean. Wonderful. Post your question, Anna. And for Cleo, we have Pony at 2. Tanya 2. X, sorry. Okay. And then for Colleen, all these beautiful little images coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cowbell.
Cowbell. Perfect. And who am I going to get? Who am I going to get? Da, 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 da. 3 cats and Max. Oh, in MX, that's in Mexico. Okay.
Okay, so Cowbell's here. And if you have any kind of a question, Cowbell, put it in the comments. Tanya Tube says a general reading. I'll go ahead and start that, Marina.
Okay.
Let's see. Whoops.
Oh, and Anna Greenwich, gotcha. And just checking. 3 cats in the mix. Gotcha. So who do we have? Kel Bell, just a general. Okay.
Okay. Great.
Wonderful.
Great.
Perfect.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are really on board with this. Get your question in. Yes. Okay, ladies. Put the mic
That's nice.
down. Wonderful. Okay, so for Jean, Anna Greenwich says, is
Well,
there a message from my husband, Jim?
Anna, thank you so much for being here and asking. Your husband, Jim, is coming through loud and clear, and he wants you to know that you are the world to him, that his world revolved around you, and he is just over the moon. He is coming in and letting you know that everything that you ever thought or wondered or remembered, he's still in your heart, always will be in your heart, and he feels all of the feelings and all of the memories that you keep thinking of that keep flooding back. And he's also on the other side when he's doing his life review, seeing how things either made you so happy or really pissed you off, and he is just so tickled. He's just absolutely enamored with you. He always was, always will be, and will forever. And he's just telling me that he's coming through and that you are the queen in his eyes. He's saying that you ruled the roost, you took care of business, you handled everything, and he never, not that he didn't notice or appreciate it, it's that you both were busy. But now that he sees you on the other side, he's really very proud of you for the fight that you've been going through, to grieving and moving through all of the transitions and all of the changes, and you having to change after all of these years after his passing. You had to go through so much, and he says you're such a fighter. He said he thought he saw like the absolute best of you, but this is really bringing him into this awe kind of a feeling. He's I feel like he's a little balding, and he's a little short maybe, and he says he's saying he's frisky. You know how they say bald men have more testosterone? That's what he's trying to say. And he's saying that he wishes he would have made things easier for you after he left. Um, he did try. He did try. I think he tried to put some of his affairs in order, but he doesn't really. He didn't. It's just so enormous, the amount of things that you had to go through and clean out, and um, sort and organize. But he's just saying that he's really just very proud of you for the the strength and the courage that it takes to continue on. And he wants you to know you're not continuing on without him. He's with you in a different way. And I think he does hear you when you talk to him. Maybe in the morning when you have breakfast, it's really quiet before anything gets stirring and up and moving. That's when a good time is to talk to him, when you're first having your first cup of coffee or just walking into the kitchen and turning on the lights. That's a good time to talk to him. Yeah. That's what I have.
Nice. Beautiful reading.
Fabulous.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Okay. And for Tanya too. A general reading, please. Thank you, ladies. I enjoy your show. You're more than
Yay.
Yay.
Well, Tanya, the first thing I get about you is that you're looking forward to a really nice year. Um, It just looks like anything that you might have been dealing with last year in 2025 is smoothing out and things are coming together and it's sort of settling down and it just feels like you're just going to have a really nice time. However, there is something immediate right now that's bugging you. And it's going to work out, but there's some it feels like maybe you're getting a little bit irritated about the price of food or the rent went up or that things are feeling a little bit tight financially maybe and you can't believe that every time you turn around something else has gone up 50 cents, a dollar, $2, $10. I mean it just and I know how you feel. It's craziness the way the economy is right now. But that's pretty minor. And maybe it's something a little bit different than that, and you will know. But whatever has been bugging you, uh, and kind of just maybe throwing things off a little bit, it's going to smooth out. It's going to be okay. I think you just be like give into it and just be more acceptable about certain things because you might as well. It doesn't do anything to fight it. You can't really fight it. But all in all, your whole year, especially going into spring and summer, things just start to like lighten up and you're like, yay, God, I'm having a great time. You're having a good time. So I see that this year is looking very nice for you. Even though you got this little glitch going on right now, don't worry about it. It'll smooth out.
Nice. Very nice.
Excellent.
Anybody would love to get that reading, but that was very nice, Cleo. Oh,
Totally.
that's great.
Totally. Wonderful.
Okay, so now
And
Kelbell.
yeah, Kelville wanted a general reading, and then
I
she
saw the
says,
second
you
one.
know,
Let's not get too greedy here, Kelbell. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because I know I read you 2 weeks ago also, and I see from the cards why you're asking again. You probably didn't like exactly what you heard, or it didn't address everything that you needed because you have a lot of stuff going on. You're accomplishing a lot of things. You're doing great at a lot of things, but you also, behind closed doors, you really experiencing anxiety about something. There's some issue that you're trying to make decisions about, and you're just not settled about it. You just can't quite wrap your head around it, and so you're going into that anxiety wheel where you're just like the hamster going around the hamster wheel in your head and probably not sleeping really great, and yet you're accomplishing a lot of good things and you're doing a lot of good things in your life. So I think one thing that I'd like you to try to do is to center yourself and ground yourself. Try to do something that's calming and not always being busy, so that you can let some of that anxiety go. Maybe talk to a friend or somebody who can just say, you're doing great, you're doing fine, you don't need to do all these things, or just help you in some way to ground and center about all of this stuff. You do have, and the stuff that you're doing too is really um, different from what you have been doing. You're doing it very well. You're changing the way people see you. You're changing your brand really, and how you put yourself out in the world. And that's really important. And for some people that can be anxiety producing because you're being different than you used to be. But I don't really think that is the issue. I think there's some other underlying issue that nobody's really noticing or nobody really knows about. And that's really bugging you. Now, coming up for you is yet a new project and a new idea, a new design or creation or something that you are creating. And that's what you think is really important that you need to focus on. In truth, you're heading for a big transformation, a big transformation. And if you're anxious or if you've got some of that fear stuff going on in your general being, then you may see this transformation as very negative. You may see it as a big loss of something. If you're more operating out of strength, and I'm doing great, and this is okay, and I can handle these things, and I can, I don't have to do everything. I'm going to do what feels right and go in with the flow of your life. Then I think this transformation can be beautiful and empowering and very, very strong. Don't worry about money. Money is not really what people go to their grave saying, God, I wish I really had more money. They don't. Nobody on their headstone, no one says, God, I wish I would have worked a little harder and done more overtime. Nobody says that. No, that's never
Exactly.
that's never on the headstone. It's always about, loving mother, loving sister, loving wife, loving it's all about love and family. That's what goes on the headstone. I don't even believe in headstones, but whatever. When you meet your maker, you're not worried about all your accomplishments, really. It's really your soul, right? And so get yourself grounded and think about that. Think, what am I really trying to achieve here? And allow that to be your guiding star. I think you'll feel better. I think you'll feel like you accomplish more. And I think you'll just be more satisfied with what's going on in your life, because there's a lot going on in your life. And not everything's going to pan out great. A lot of things for you are panning out great. So I think you need to realize that. You need to count your blessings, like we told Dave. You need to look at what is going right, really appreciate all of that, because you're doing some fantastic stuff. 2026 is going to be a great year for you. It's not like you're rolling down the road to disaster at all. You're rolling down the road to great success and fulfillment and happiness. But I feel like right now this anxiety is really detracting from you enjoying all of your success. So that's what I see.
It's
Um,
interesting
Fabulous.
because your grandmother, Elaine,
Thank
is
you.
basically saying the same thing. That you're just, first of all, she is such a sweet soul. And she is just coming through so nice and gently and lovingly. And she thinks you're perfect.
Oh,
But she also thinks that maybe you're too hard on yourself or something. But she said you can just you've got it all together, and just she's just so proud of you.
oh,
But I just love the way she comes. I love it when I get connect with people like this, or people that have passed, that are so loving and kind and sincere. And yeah, she just thinks you're perfect.
oh, that's
That's
so nice. Thank
lovely.
you. Thank you, Cleo. I'm glad you connected with her.
Yes, absolutely. Fabulous. Fabulous. Okay. And then Three Cats in Mexico says, what is the energy around my house and or a new romance? Okay. So what what I got for you, Denise, is something you are reconnecting with someone that from your past. And by the way, thank you very much for saying I look wonderful in the green and loves the necklace. Okay, so I get in, increased intuition. Those are things that you're working on. You're finally getting to the point that you're realizing that the little intuitive hits that you get, they're not good guesses. They're not um, they're not just lucky things that happen. Your intuition is your guides are trying to work with you, so you're paying more attention to that, which is really good. And your guides are there as a support system. So they're communicating with you. They're trying to help you to kind of see things in with a different perspective, to see things in a different way. And I also got reconnect and relive the past. So that kind of makes me think that there is someone that perhaps you have you have recently gotten in touch with, or they have recently gotten in touch with you. And it's kind of like, oh, yeah, well, it's been a long time. And do you remember when? And so on. Listen to your gut in terms of what it's telling you about this person. If the message is, okay, maybe listen to what they have to say and give them another chance, then go with that. If the message is, yeah, you know what, it didn't work then, it's not going to work now, trust your intuition. So that's the big message, and I think it's about the relationship more than house. The house, I feel, is like fine. The house feels pretty good. I think this is something that is that has to do with your emotion and your emotional life. So there you go. I hope that was helpful.
Oh yeah, that was very
Yeah,
nice.
that's good.
Really,
Good.
really nice.
Wonderful. Okay. So, we got time. We got time for more. Let me take that off. So we will draw again. So this first one is going to be for Jean. And Mary Starshine. Mary, post your question in. Thank you. And for Cleo, Dawn Turner. Excellent. Dawn, get your question in. And for Colleen, we have Connie. Wonderful. And then for me, oh my gosh, all of a sudden it's moving a lot faster here. Who do we have? We've got Kadrea. We've got Kadrea. Okay. Alrighty. So, you guys.
Yeah, I got Mary Starshine, got hers. And
there's Dawn.
There's Dawn. Okay.
And
so we're waiting for Gajria and Connie.
There you go. And don't forget, folks, if you want to get in for a chance to get a reading, type in #heart and no space between the hashtag and the heart. It's all together, all one word. Yeah. And Connie.
Did we get?
Gotcha.
Okay, we got Connie. For Gajria, are you thinking what I'm thinking? I mean, they're forcing me into it basically because I don't see it, right?
You know what? You got to do what you got to do.
So, folks, I don't like doing this because I don't want to put people really on the spot, but sometimes a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
She's going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
She's going to do it.
But yeah. I have to switch my background here so I can get to it. And I did the wrong intro, I just noticed, but whatever. We'll do the right outro.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It's not what I choose to do, but what I've been forced to do. Here we go.
Yeah. Come back to the chat. Come back to the chat. We need you now. Come back. We need you now. Come back to
we get it?
Well, going once, going twice, and
Okay, just go ahead,
let's
and
pick
then
again.
if we get around to me and we have to do another spin, we'll do that. That's all right. Go ahead and
Okay,
do your readings.
excellent. Okay, so we have got Mary Starshine for Jean, and she says, will I receive contact from my niece Rachel? Like a contact from my niece Rachel. Okay.
So, is there something that you need from her, Mary? Um, because I feel like you've been waiting for something, and or she's going to help you with gaining or moving. If you need her help for some reason, and she's really like dragging her feet and not coming around and not calling you back because she is maybe very busy on her own. Um, or is this somebody who is missing? I can't pick it up. Oh, you had a falling out a few years ago. Okay. Um, I do see I do see if you do really want to reconnect with her and you reach out and you make attempts and put in the effort that she will respond. I'm not sure that the issue that you fell out over will be resolved. It's almost like you're both really hurt and she's holding a grudge. And perhaps this is what's keeping her from connecting with you is the pain from the hurt. So if you're ready to either throw in the towel or meet her halfway, send out an olive branch and let her know that you'd like to put all that under that water under the bridge and start again, she may be open to it. I don't think she's open to rehashing whatever happened. Um, I do see it's going to be a little while, but I do see you connecting again. I'm not sure if perhaps there's a wedding or a get together coming up in the next, I'd say, 12 to 18 months. You might reconnect with her, and things will be different. The energy is really quite not stingy, but people are holding on to what they've got pretty tight right now. And for her to open up and to reach out to you, and she's not very stable not stable, but she's not really confident or balanced in her own. She expected financial support. Oh, yeah. That that's very, very, very touchy. Um, I do feel like she's still struggling right now. I don't feel like I don't think that I think she wants to save face. So once she gets herself back up on her feet and feels like she's not underwater in her cash flow, then she'll be able to look at you eye to eye and tell you, hey, I got out of that mess I was in. But right now, she's almost like losing face. Um, yeah, by connecting with you again. She's not embarrassed, but she doesn't have a lot of it's like egg on her face, I don't know. Let me see. So, and it's her lesson to learn. Money is just an energy source. Will her niece reach out and connect with her? No. Will her niece respond to Mary's attempts? I do feel like she's going to respond. Don't give her any money, though, Mary. I'm not saying do that, but just asking her how things are going, asking her if she has checked all of her resources. I mean, somebody who's that way, they find their way. I don't know how they do it. I saw somebody that could just walk around as if everything was fine in the world, and they were like thousands of dollars in debt and had so many debtors calling them, and mortgage foreclosures and things, and they were just like, well, something's going to happen tomorrow. Like, it's just something about those that type of people that are able just to survive on the like a little thread. But let me let you know that if you were to help her, it wouldn't have helped. If you were to give her ten or $20,000, it wouldn't have made a dent. She would have squandered it away. She would not have paid off her bills or got herself in a better situation. It would have gone the same place that all the rest of it was. And
Yeah.
it's very difficult to watch somebody go through that struggle. Um, but just let her know that, if there's anything that you can see eye to eye on, just to say hello. You miss talking to her, you know? Yeah. Yep. Because that's true. Exactly.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Thanks, Mary.
Yes. Okay. And then we have, whoops, let me put that away. And for Cleo, we've got Dawn Turner, who says, how is my friend Brian? I lost him in 2005. 2005.
Well, Brian is totally surprised that you've asked about him, and he doesn't quite know what to say. He's fine. He's doing fine, and he doesn't realize how long it's been. There's no time where he's at, so he doesn't realize it's been, like almost over 20 years. So he doesn't know what to say. He's like, "Oh my God, somebody wants to hear from me, and I can't think of anything to say." He just says he's doing fine, and he's so glad that you asked about him and that you're thinking about him. But he's really surprised because although I'm telling him, it's been a long time. A long time he doesn't know what that means really because he's been on the other side for a while now. So time doesn't have a whole lot of meaning. But yeah, he's just totally surprised and really he comes across very happy and almost outgoing until he couldn't figure out how he was going to talk about this and he did he's doing well, and thank you. He wants to thank you for thinking about him and to be asking about him.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, no wonder he feels so humble. So he's not gonna tell me about that kind of stuff, but he'll probably try to tell you. Um, wow. He doesn't. You almost put him into hero status, and he just doesn't think of himself like that. But he's glad he could help, and yeah, he just seems like a fun guy. I mean, he's just he's cracking me up. So anyway, yeah, thanks for asking about Brian. He loved that. He's doing good.
I need to jump in. So I feel that during this Mercury retrograde that she is going to meet someone like that reminds her of Brian.
Ah,
That's why she's thinking about him, because she's attracting that same energy, and this person is going to turn out to also be just a fabulous friend. So I think that's what's coming up.
wow, cool. Yeah, I love
There
that.
you go. Wow, Dawn. Woohoo. Okay.
Good stuff.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
And then we have Connie
Connie.
for Colleen, and she says, will I find a new person to do things with? Thanks for the reading.
Well, Connie, you come across with so much loving energy. Just everybody who meets you just loves you. And you just seem to be the kind of person that just like they used to say this about my youngest daughter. You never met a stranger. Everybody you meet just becomes your friend and your so I have no doubt. Yes, of course you're going to find a new person to do things with. You can't help it. You meet people and you collect people and become friends with people very easily. You also get the Ace of Cups coming. So this next friend might be someone that is more than just a friend, but at least definitely, yes, you're going to have a couple of people who are very much your friends. And launching yourself out into the world and doing things outside of what you normally do is not something you relish. None of us do, I don't think. But you are going to find yourself in some different circumstances, and so you're behaving differently just because the circumstances seem different, new, strange to you, and that in itself kind of jiggles up the energy, and that also helps attract a new person to you. And I think this is going to be a really nice friendship, this person that's coming into your life. And like I said, it could be a romance, but definitely a good friendship. You just have so many nice things come into you in the next few months, just beautiful, beautiful things. You've got good health. You got the chance of having a bump in your income, a bump in money, some really, really nice gatherings, either with family or friends, where you're just really blessed to be around just lots and lots of wonderful people who love you. Something that you have felt in your life that has been out of balance or unjust and injustice is going to be balanced, rectified in 2026. You're just going to feel like, what more could I ask for? I'm just filled with blessings. But before I even threw out the tarot cards, I grabbed some oracle cards, and this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. This is the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. And the card that I pulled out, shoot, I pulled it out. I had it in the little book and then I pulled it out. So now I don't have the little thing that I was going to read. There it is. So I pulled out Krishna. And Krishna's extended message is you have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you're on a mental, emotional battlefield, but there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. If you choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. I mean, just love, 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 and more love is just pouring out of you, and it's all going to kind of come home to roost in 2026. You're just surrounded by love and good friends and good feelings. I just think, yeah, the answer to the question, oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Can I add something for Connie?
Please, please.
I just want to say, keep an open mind to somebody who's younger, somebody who's like 15 years younger, because it's about the resonance of your soul connecting with somebody. It's not the age or the habits that you have or the tendencies. This person could be a wiser soul, and you have such a very young spirit that you will get it. You are very flexible, and you would get along with somebody who is about, I would say, as much as 15 years younger, because it's still almost in the same generation, but far enough apart that you teach each other things. And that's what makes it exciting. She would go, oh, I never did this before. And then you would go with them and, oh, this is really different. This is new. And it's a beautiful discovery. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And I love that because I also, what crowned her was the Page of Cups, a young, loving person. Beautiful, Jean. Thank you. Thank
Lovely.
you. Thank you. That was great. That's great.
Ah,
And did we ever get your person, Marina?
no, we never did. And that's all right, because you know what? We are almost at the at the 1 hour, 59 minutes, 38. So
all right.
It works out just fine.
Yeah. So do we have time for everyone to just do like one message or one card or something for the collective? Can we do that?
For the collective? Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to use
Absolutely.
these pretty cards that Liz gave me because they're so gorgeous. I'm not very good at
Oh,
reading with them yet, but they're really, really pretty, so I want to use them. Okay, you guys go ahead. Oh, I'll mute myself. So
okay. What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective?
Well, I want to start
Oh,
with positive thoughts, if you don't mind. And positive thoughts have a frequency and vibration. It is about what we would like to see occur in our lives, would like to see the world to be in our eyes, and not what was or what it seems to be. There is an illusion happening on this planet, and the illusion is that what you see isn't really true. And what we feel and what we connect with is true. And trust yourself to understand and have that discernment. But it's also about positive vibrations. Because if you're always worried and always looking at the terribleness, then that will distract you from the beautiful opportunities and positive future that's coming. And it's not necessary, but it's very important that we hold this light, that we hold this vibration, and that we hold this hope. And there is hope, and there is, it's almost like get out of your own way. Try not to worry or judge or criticize. Allow things to occur, and be kind to yourself, and try not to judge your neighbor on their worst day. Support each other and build a community, because there are so many more of us, and together we are strong.
Wow. That was
oh,
so nice. I got a lot of the same kind of things that Jean was
yes.
just talking about. That this is a time for everybody to go ahead and feel free to daydream, feel free to expand beyond anything, all any negativity or something like that. Just let that go and just be open, because it just feels like it's a time where you could go ahead and take advantage of your dreams. That your dreams are going to start coming true. To be optimistic and to be positive, um, even when this world sometimes feels like it's not that way. It really is, and you can make that for yourself and not be so influenced by outside forces. But yeah, there's just this thing about dreaming and being open to all possibilities. That's what I've got.
very nice. What do you have, Marina?
Well, goes along. Absolutely. I got love connection. That's what it's all about. That's why we're here. We're here to learn that love is the answer to everything, right? Especially the acceptance. I don't stand in judgment of anyone, because why? Why? There's no benefit in it for anyone to stand in judgment of someone else. And then I got beautify, glow up. And let that let that heart center, let that love and that the connection, knowing that we are all part of the one the, uh, the one I am, that what we're looking at is self-acceptance. So my words are getting a little muddled here. My mind is all over the place, but it's love. Just just love and accept. That's what I got.
Wow, you guys
Yeah.
have such beautiful messages. I don't think I can really add anything to it that would be better. I'm just going to show you the picture on this beautiful card that I pulled because I think it is in picture what everybody has been saying. This is the Page of Swords in this deck. She's holding a bluebird, which is orange and then blue, and then she's got the wings of the bird as her wings on her crown, and her ideas are the swords, and the colors that she's wearing are regal colors, purple and blue. So, you know, you are the sovereigns of your lives. Everything that everybody said, I just think is in this card. So Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Gorgeous messages. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here. And don't forget to subscribe to all our channels. If you want more beautiful readings like Jean gave, be sure to subscribe to her channel. And Marina, of course, always gives magical readings, and Cleo as well. And I hope if you're watching me, then you're subscribed to my channel. But if you're not, shame on you. I'll gong you.
Yes.
Thank you all for being here. And we're doing the Cool Crone Oracle twice a month now. So we will see you the second Friday of March for another Cool Crone Oracle. Thanks for being here, guys. See you later.
Bye for now.
Bye bye.